Hello everyone and welcome back to the 13th part of the course in which we'll be making the Blade of the Ancients from scratch using Blender. In the last video, we finished the shape of the handle. As you can see, we did it on a higher poly and we refined it. Now it looks so much better. After 12 episodes, I can finally say the shape is done. It's just unbelievable. But when you look at how far we've come, it's like we started basically from a cube and now we have a whole blade here. And all that is left to do now is to detail the parts here, otherwise the handle part, and the handle extension, which has been sitting here for past 12 episodes, looking all blocky. Today we will fix that. And I have a good idea. So what's going to be special about this extension is I will give you a bit of creative freedom to decorate it however you want. But before you do, just be careful. Keep in mind that after we will be doing the process called retopology. And well, I will explain it more in that video, but what you want to do is to try to keep the shape almost the same as it is here now, or just try to keep it simple, like basic objects, not too many curves or something. But first let's remesh it on a lower resolution, like this. So, for example, let me grab the crease brush. You can do strokes like this, change the shape a bit, like do some indents, or even add smaller details such as we did here, but do not change the shape drastically, okay? Do not do that or this. It's just going to turn out into a nightmare, especially for those who haven't done retopology before. It's better to start off with something simple. So now I have some things in mind. Okay, do these parts, I think, let me just rematch on a lower resolution. 0.008 shall do. Okay, so I'll make my brush smaller. Oh, this gap here. Well, we'll fix that later. I don't like it, but... So, and if you want to see your handle extension much better without having the handle and the blade in the way, what you can do is click on it in object mode and then press the... Oh, let me just enable the screencast keys. You can press the numpad button. So this thing here, it has all the objects except the one you have selected. So the blade and the handle are hidden, and if I press the numpad again, it will unhide all the objects. And now let's go back to the scope mode, and now it's much easier to see. No, I didn't bring out my references. Let me do that and I'll be back. You won't even notice I'm gone. Okay, I'm back with the references, so let me just do the trick. Okay, now I can swap between them as I wanted. Now use these references to maybe get an idea. I like this zigzag part here. Okay, so it looks interesting. Maybe I would do the zigzag, but let me just see what else I can do. Because this thing is like unique. You don't see it in reality. Not many blades have it, so that is why you can literally do whatever you want. Leather, let me see what's here. You can try to make it like this. You can try to just do creases to make it leather, or you can just even make it out of wood. Okay, let me see here. I think I will go with this. So I'll try to do the zigzag part, maybe even the symbol, like you can see up here on the pommel of the blade. Yes, it's called a pommel. I like watching the... Oh, I need to enable symmetry. Yes, I almost forgot it. On the y-axis. I like watching the forging shows in which they make the blades. Okay, it's symmetrical. Multitasking is real, like... Yes, if you heard of Forge and Fire, they make like 4 contestants come here and they forge a blade in like 3 or 6 hours, and then the best one wins. Okay, let me remesh on a lower resolution. First let's smooth it. It's a bit blocky still. Now it's smooth. It looks so much better, doesn't it? Smooth the world. Oh, as you can see now, when I crease, because it's a low resolution, I get this fine line. So let me increase the strength. And maybe let's change the falloff. So let me introduce you to the falloff. So at first you can see on default it is set to smooth. So falloff is basically how you draw with the brush you have selected. So we can select it, for example, to sharp. And when I make a stroke, the indent is going to be sharp. As you can see, it looks more like a triangle than before. Then I can also set it to constant, and you can see the falloff is much less and it makes it much bulky. So you can also make your custom falloffs, but for now I just smooth. Let's do it as smooth. It basically just it tells you how you're going to penetrate the mesh. It's like, let's do it on the positive, and yeah, you can see you can also do it on the other direction. It's pretty useful, yes. We can also do it, let's try the root one, for example. Yes, and it can be done with any brush. You can use a pinch brush, you can do it on a smooth brush even, and well, feel free to play with it, like this is the custom, and you can do it something like this, and then try it off. Let's see what result we're going to get. It's pretty interesting. It's nice for decorating also. Just lower the strength a bit and you have something interesting that is basically yours. Let's keep it at sharper and the negative direction. This should be fine. Yes, you can see now it draws nicely. I will try to make this triangle shape. It's not lined up. Let me undo that. Okay, this is better. Let me do 2 more down here. Let me get this one and this one. I'll redo that. This. Alright, I like it like this. So, and I say to you again, feel free not to copy, but if you need inspiration, just check out, do it parallelly with me. Okay, I can do this part. Now it looks like a bow tie. What else can I do? Okay, let's see. Let me like this. Let me smooth it, indent it. Yes. I can try to make a leaf like this. I'll just make the leaf a bit better. Interesting. I had something different in mind, and here I am with a flower. Okay, this looks better. Just imagine this like you're carving into wood. I like to make. There is a, I don't know how it's called, a job in which you have the piece of wood and you carve art into it. Just try to imagine this as it is. Well, language barriers. There's a name for it, but I just cannot remember. And if I said it in my language, you won't understand a thing. I don't even understand a thing. Nobody does. Okay, let's see what result we will get with the sharp line. Ooh. It accents it a bit. I like it. Then we'll remesh. Alright. Let's just try to smooth it, but on a lower strength so we don't ruin it all. Fine for now. Not bad, not bad. Then I'll crease it a bit more. But we'll do that on an even lower voxel size, so I want to do something like those zigzag lines. So let me just try to crease it like this. This. Oh, let's not crease the flower. Like this, I'll try to trace it. Like this. Ooh. It looks like a pine cone. Yes, that's the name. I can crease it like this. This. Oh, thank God we have symmetry, because imagine doing that on both sides and try to make the line straight. Now looks like a caterpillar. Or you know these things you see in the forest, these like cocoons from some sorts of animals? Yeah, they look pretty similar. Okay, let me create these ones. Oh, I kinda like it. Feel free to use this as the practice for all the brushes we used before, so feel free to even try some of the brushes we haven't mentioned in the video, like the thumb brush or multi-plane scraper brush. Interesting, as you can see, it gives an interesting results. It's basically the same as a scrape brush, but you can use it on the edges to give yourself like a scrape on both sides look, as you can see here. The result is not drastic, but you can see it gives us a nice edge. Okay, let's grab the crease brush. I like it, yes. But I think I could add some more details, like this. One here, another one here, let's do one here, okay. And one here. Oh, this gives me an idea, so let me try to do something like this. Yes, now it looks like a caterpillar. It really does. Like that crescent moon shape. It's nice. You can see its eyes. Caterpillar with a flower tattoo. You never know what you're going to sculpt with me in these episodes, do you? Let's undo that. Like this. Yes, it's nice. Okay, we'll scrape it later. Let's smooth it for now, so it looks just a bit better. Define the shape a bit. Let's remesh. Okay. The shape just keeps getting weirder and weirder. Let's just scrape this. And smooth. Yes, that's the combination. So scrape it, then smooth it. It should give us a beautiful result. Okay. It kind of looks like a hard surface object now. It's like a mixture. Hard surface objects are basically like our blade. You can see the blade of the blade is a hard surface object since we haven't done any sculpting on it, but we just edited it in an edit mode. Well, organic objects are mostly like those we do in the sculpt mode. Okay. We need to... I won't do it for the other side. I will just smooth it. It doesn't have to be like perfectly symmetrical. Let me just see what I can do here. Nah. Let me just think a bit. Yeah, the best thing is when you're trying to see what you can do, is just rotate the object from all sides to get a better idea. Add some random lines. Looks kinda like a... Ooh, it looks like a face of sorts. No, let's just leave it as it is. Our caterpillar already has a face. Okay, let's remesh. Then just lower the resolution even lower. Okay, and remesh. Okay, it didn't crash. The good thing is before you remesh on a low resolution, it is good to save your project. It really depends on the performance of your PC, laptop, or whatever you're working on, but feel free to save because Blender can sometimes crash when you go to a lower remesh voxel size, but otherwise the high resolution, the more lag, the more problems and the way to crash. So feel free to save before you do so. Okay, oh, you can see now it is really detailed. I mean, my PC, as you can see, can handle about 200,000 vertices without any problem. And yours might be able to nah. This is a stupid word, like, why say to? Language barriers, yes. But a normal PC should be able to handle up to 10 million vertices, some even more. But about 5 million vertices on a highly complex mesh should be still optimal so you don't get any major lag. Okay, let me just... We'll do the flower later now, I just want to do these creases. I should probably title this video just doing a caterpillar that we'll put somehow in our blade. Well, let's just call this an ornament. Yes. No, not ornament. Ornament. Where's the... Okay. Spelling. Then we'll use the inverse crease brush to outline this here. This part is so satisfying. Let's remesh it once again. Okay, this is... this doesn't look fine. Let's do this. Yes, we've completely forgot this part. Okay, now it looks fine, and all we are left to do is to do the flower, and then we will smooth it. So let's refine the flower again. It should be no problem. Like this. Here. Well, actually, my drawing skills or your can come here quite handy. If you know how to do the 2D art, make straight lines, this is going to be easy for you. But myself, I'm better at 3D art and making a shape. So when it comes to drawing, I just want to do a few strokes, see which one I do best, and then leave it. Okay, this is a nice idea what I did here, so let's leave the radius and do a circle. The spiral thingy. Yes, it adds that something to it. Well, it actually suits it. It goes very well because the handle itself is detailed and this is detailed. It makes it look different like it does. But because as you can see in the Weight of the Ancients, you see in the intro has a different thingy, or other words, an ornament on it. So I like that I did something different with you guys here. Let me try to scrape this so it looks more natural. You know, when you're a good artist, when you like your creations but always see a way to improve them. Because when you think you're done with the creation, no, you're not. You can always do something to make it better. But it is about what other people are going to see and what is going to be shown. For example, if you look at a character from a back angle in a video game, for example, you're not going to care much about the fronts, and you can, I won't say do a floppy job there, but pay more attention to detail the backside a bit more. Okay, I'll use the inflate brush here and flatten it to make it a bit more even. Yes, as you can see, we're not going to look at it from like a so close up, so let's just remesh once again. It should be fine. Then I'll smooth it, but on a very low resolution, just to smooth out the edges. This should work, yes. I mean, if I wanted, I could spend at least 3 more episodes working on this, but this is a course and I want to teach you how to do it yourself, and the best parts are still coming up, like with topology, texturing. I think texturing and sculpting are like my favorite parts of it all, because it just gives you that freedom. But topology is necessary. We'll go back to the object mode. Yes. This is it. It's no longer blocky. Don't forget to save, and let's just continue doing some tiny details on the wood part, as we did before. And then in the next video, we'll go on to retopology. It's another whole new thing. For example, remember when you were blocking out and then you came into the sculpt mode? Yes, this is another big chapter which is totally different. But you have stick this far and you will learn it too. Because it uses some of the things from the edit mode that we learned. And it's not going to be a problem for you at all. It's basically like the combination of the edit mode and some modifiers. You'll see when we get to that part. I promise I will example. I promise I will explain it to you. Okay, let's just do the lines. Let me switch to my wood reference, not the leather one. Yeah, this is too flat. Let's use this one, yeah. These two. Yes. I don't want it to be symmetrical, so I'll turn the y-axis off. Yes, I can do something like this and do these wavy lines that connect to them. Fancy. It's like this one. Then make a circular one, because that's wood, that's how it looks like. Hope you don't get this distance. I'm rotating this handle all around. Now we're upside down. We can also make some bigger strokes. Then we'll draw the smaller ones near it. Because wood it doesn't have the same strong strokes. Like this. And here. Let's just do, I have an idea. Let's try to make a wood crack. For example, I will use other falloff as we learned them, so let me just do a custom one. Because cracks are not symmetrical at all. And let's just draw it a bit here. Looks nice, and remesh it. Oh no, do not remesh. Oh, but it's okay, it's okay. I thought for a second we lost the other detail, but as you can see, our resolution is quite low, so that's why the details is still here. Okay, this brush really does work. I like it. Lower the strength. And these tiny details, as you can see, will not affect the topology at all. Basically, this is just surface detail, and feel free to do that. Because when we do retopology, we will do a process called baking, and all these detail will be transferred to our mesh we will do with retopology. It will make sense again. I'm like not trying to spoil it for you because it's going to be exciting, but I want to tell it to you. You know that. Okay, I just make the strength a bit lower, and let's do some lines here. I'm so focused right now. No, okay, this should be fine. Spiral here. I like it. No, let's not do like that straight shapes, like a triangle on a wood. You don't see it unless it's carved out. The nature isn't perfect, and that is its beauty. Beauty. Let's turn it around like this. Now we're going to do some lines around the bigger ones to add that complexity we want. When I look at it, these lines in the wood remind me of the Lord of the Rings, if you have ever watched it. The elven wood. It's like all wavy and it has these beautiful curvy lines. It really reminds me of that. Like they make their elven bows, and it's an amazing movie and trilogy. And it has good books too, so Lord of the Rings, Hobbit, great stuff. And I hope as you're doing this alone, you're happy with your result. Because you should be. If you've done everything before, you're just basically almost made the whole object yourself. Like, I'm just guiding you through the process, telling you what brushes you can use for what, but you're the one doing it all. And believe me, that's the best thing ever. It's like, I made this is my creation, and maybe someone is going to use it or be inspired by it, so, like, feel free to share your Blade of the Ancient creations wherever you want. Because you made the blade. The blade was just before a 2D image and you just made it into reality. You can even try to 3D print it. Like, why not? It's not really complex yet. Let me make another circle. And this, I don't want to make it repetitive. Okay. And when I think about it, we went through all of the brushes in the past 10 episodes, which is good. I hope that you like this way of learning, because it is better to use things as we need them, because I could just showcase all the brushes in one video and we won't learn a thing, obviously, because there are many brushes, and by using them we get a feel for them and we try to find situations in which we can use them. Okay, let's do one here. Alright. We have to do the other side as well. And the amazing thing is when you look at it, you don't have to do the same lines. So you can see this is also artistic freedom. It's actually impossible to do the same lines as someone else. Do not try to do that. But if you do, if you actually make the blade with the same creases in the wood, I will be most impressed. I've never actually heard someone do that. Okay, let's zoom in to see. And see you in the next episode. So we finish the detailing, and in the next one we'll begin with topology. So like, share, subscribe, and bye bye.